What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and WAN stuff. I have a new installment in my Invocations of Demolition series to do for you guys, my demo review series, and today we're going to be talking about the debut demo from the band Torso entitled Demonic Vomiting, released through Misako Unoho Records. Yeah. If you're not familiar with Torso, they are a death metal band based out of Finland. And this is a band that I have been very, very excited to hear about for a very long time now. Because when the word got out that this was a project that was going to be coming to fruition, I was very intrigued and interested. Mainly interested by the fact that this was a band that featured a couple of people involved with probably one of my all-time favorite Finnish brutal death metal, gore grind, porno grind band, whatever the hell you want to call it, Torso Fuck. Now, of course, if you know Torso Fuck, you would know them as probably one of the more revered or infamous figures in bands to represent brutal death metal. Of course, they put out that high-impact cannibalistic violence demo, the erotic diarrhea fantasy, some absolutely golden material that band ever did. And when I found out that some of those people were still involved in making music, preferably Tuomas and Mikko, I was very curious to see what they were going to be working on next. And lo and behold, we have this project entitled Torso. And when I found out what specifically Torso was going to be, it was going to pretty much be an old guard-rooted classical death metal sort of sound, but it had that sort of hard, gritty, gory edge that you would best know their previous projects for. And I was very excited to hear about it, and they released a song called Demonic Vomiting, which really blew my mind and really took me aback because I didn't think they had it in them to make something sound so sick and so vomitous and so vile and so good. That was a great track, but now we have a little bit more of what Torso has to offer in the form of this Demonic Vomiting demo. It's only 3 tracks and it clocks in at around 13 minutes in length, but it gives you a good idea of what's going to be coming from this band. And if it's anything like this demo, I think it's going to be smooth sailing from here, because this is just some absolutely disgusting, gross, nasty death metal. This is easily one of my favorite demos of 2019 by far, and it just makes me really appreciate what this band is doing for death metal. Musically, it's just very top-notch. A lot of great, wild, frantic guitar riffs to be heard throughout this release. Of course, you have it on the title track, but then you also have 2 extra songs like Rotting in Chunks and Ejaculate Inside the Carcass. It's just some really, really gritty, well-established musicianship that you hear with these guitar riffs and with these really deep, rattling bass tones. I think you hear it a bunch on Rotting in Chunks, and I think it really sounds badass. I love the bass tone that you hear throughout this entire demo. The drum work on here is very sensational, really top-notch, really well-established drum performance, really good pace and smooth throughout. It just sounds right. I really appreciate the sound quality and production quality on this demo, especially when it comes to the drum performance and the overall guitar and bass work. It's really awesome. And when it comes to the vocals, I think these vocals are really, really sick. It's that super low, guttural, somewhat understandable sort of approach going on here when it comes to the vocals, but I think it's really, really sick. I love the vocal deliveries. I love the lyrics. They definitely have that early Cannibal Corpse-esque sort of vibe going for it, especially on the track Ejaculating Inside the Carcass. That's definitely something that calls back to early Cannibal Corpse, Butchered at Birth, Tomb of the Mutilated era sort of lyrical material. Of course, I'm wearing a fucking Cannibal Corpse shirt now because it kind of inspired me to talk about this whole Torso demo. But anyway, Fucking fantastic demo. If you love classic death metal, if you love gory lyrics, if you like guttural vocals, if you like over-the-top sort of material, you're going to find something amazing to enjoy with Demonic Vomiting, and I cannot recommend this demo enough. But yeah, I'm going to leave you some links in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this demo and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the Misako Onoho Bandcamp page where you can listen to this demo in full, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. It was available physically as a cassette tape. Of course, this is the cassette tape in question, put out through Misako Onoho. To the best of my knowledge, this tape is sold out. Dark Descent Records put out a CD version of this tape, so I will leave you a link to where you can purchase that. And of course, you have this really badass artwork. Of course, you have that brutal death metal mentality here because you have Mike Majewski who did the artwork, and you have Steve from Condemned who did the band's logo. There you see credits, and there you see Ken's Death Metal Crypt. Of course, if you know that channel, that is a channel that uploads some really fantastic death metal demos, but the guy behind the channel is making his face more prevalent in current uploads, and I definitely think he's a great personality, and I definitely think you should check out Ken's Death Metal Crypt too if you haven't had the chance to. But yeah, Demonic Vomiting by Torso, absolutely one of the best demos of 2019. If you happen to have heard this demo, definitely let me know what you think about it and how you feel about it, and we can go from there. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until next time, Army Ho out.